I have two prompts for you. Both were inspired by passages in A Promise of Salt. I'd like you to give both of them a try. Now, I'm not expecting much when you hand this in. Just, maybe even 10 words from each prompt, 20 if you're feeling particularly verbose. All right, here we go. Here's prompt number 1, and this prompt has a couple of steps. So the first step is to take a look at these leaves and choose one. So pick one right now. Okay. For whichever leaf you've chosen, I would like you to write a description of the color of the leaf. Now, when you write this description, I don't want you to use the terms green or brown or gray or black or white or leaf or any of those expected terms. I want you to figure out a way to describe the leaf, the color of the leaf, differently. So what does that mean? Well, maybe you describe it as something else and make a connection. Maybe you personify the leaf. Maybe you describe it as an emotion. Maybe you relate it to an experience, an anecdote. Your choice. Go. Now this might take you a little while, so if you want to, you can pause this here and work on that. If you came up with something right away, you can move on. Now I want you to write down what is the emotion of this leaf. What is this leaf feeling? Okay, so maybe something popped into your head. Now I would like you to take that emotion and I'd like you to add a sense. So if your emotion is joy, I'd like you to do something like this. What does joy taste like? Or what does joy smell like? So if your emotion was, say, grief, what does grief taste like? Or what does grief smell like? Or what does grief smell like? So give yourself about 5 minutes to write down a description. Now you're going to need to pause this because I'm going to take you on to prompt number 2. So finish off your description. This is a really beneficial exercise. And give yourself 5 minutes. Whatever comes out, comes out. Prompt number 2. These are two separate passages. The first one, overburden. In geology, this word is used to describe what covers the ore, rock, clay, soil, trees. What is between here and there? Is that what is between us? So this is from page 39 in your book. You can see how she's taken a word, she's defined the word, and then she's made a metaphor out of the word. In the next excerpt, this is a typical dictionary definition. This piece that I recently wrote is called Fathers. It's a standalone piece. It's not from my memoir. It was inspired by a recent event. And I opened with this definition: father, a man who has begotten a child. And then I turn that definition on its head. But this is the opening quotation. Okay, now it's your turn. I want you to take one of these words, or if you have another word, another interesting word that you like, you can use that one instead, and start with the definition. Now, you can use the definition that I've supplied here, or you can use a different definition. You can use a made-up definition. You can use a shortened definition. For example, you might say liminal, the space between, and then you're going to write your story. Okay, so choose one of these or another one that pops into your head. Start with a definition and go from there. Give yourself 10 minutes. Whatever comes out, comes out. You're going to submit the work from your prompts to Blackboard. It'll be for a participation mark. So I will not be marking how well you did on this assignment. I'm just marking that you did both prompts, and you don't have to have a large word count. Each of these are quite short.